Hi, Omid Jalili here. It's Friday. It's 3:30, which means one thing. It's time for Clips of the Week.
The Talk Sport Clips of the Week.
Well, not really, because I'm not here, and it tends to be the both of us here when we do the Clips of the Week.
That's right.
But when you were off, Andy, a little while ago, we decided to do a couple of specials. We did tribute to Mike Parry.
Yes, it went down
we
very
sold
well.
quite a lot of tickets. It was like £100 a person on the table. It was like a chicken dinner.
Oh, nice.
2 bottles of wine on the table, a bucket of beers, and then you had to pay for the rest of it. But it was a tremendous evening.
Tremendous.
Shame you missed it. Black tie do. It was fantastic.
Would have been great.
We got the full Harry Gibbs on.
Marvellous.
But anyway, so we're doing tribute to Alan Brazil now.
Why? He's still with us, isn't he?
No, yeah, so's Mike Parry. Let's not wait until they're no longer with us. Let's celebrate them now.
Yes, a good idea.
While they're still here and can keep supplying clips. So, yes, these are just some classic old clips. Some you would have heard fairly recently. Others we haven't actually heard for years. We're looking forward to this. And let's kick off then with our tribute to the big man on breakfast between 6 and 10 every weekday. Here he is building up to a big guest on the show.
Right, we're going to have a quick break, and coming up, the youngest British female ever. Congratulations to Benita Norris.
Will she be able to speak? She's the youngest British female ever.
She could only have been
hours old. It's going to be a very one-sided interview. Yeah.
That's never stopped Alan in the past.
That's true,
Let's be honest.
What's next?
The Kansas City Chiefs cheerleaders joined Alan in the studio earlier this year, and they asked him what they should do during their stay in London.
What's happening today?
Today we're actually going to go to Wembley Stadium. We can't wait to go take a tour and go look at the stadium and the field and spend some time with everyone over there.
Yeah, brilliant. And stadium. If you get a chance, there's a place, I said to the lovely lady here, Leadenhall Market, which is not far from here. Some nice restaurants, bars, very old, very quaint, it's beautiful. And that's the part of London, the insurance market, where all the big insurance, they insure the rest of the world, tankers, ships, all that.
Yeah, bunch of 18-year-old American students, and it's good because Cindy May, she majored in maritime insurance, so she'll absolutely love to go to Leadenhall Market as opposed to Wembley
Never mind
Stadium.
the Flying Iron, Big Ben.
Oh yeah, all the things you can do in London. Leadenhall Market.
Beautiful.
Now this is Alan showcasing his trademark snappy interview style that we all know and love.
Peter, what about, it's hard to get to the bottom of this because a year ago I loved him the way he was. He led the line. He just led Man United. He was strong. He was, he was just fantastic. The punters loved his attitude, chasing back, getting tackles in, apart from scoring brilliant goals. Now, all of a sudden, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. What's happened? The World Cup was a disaster. Was that because off the field antics, or allegedly, and all this, or has something been bothering him for a while about United? I don't know. People, footballers sometimes always think the grass is green on the other side. Do they speak to Ronaldo? People like that. Or can we look even deeper? We had a call earlier talking about the problem with the Irish who sold to the Glaziers. The Glaziers have this huge debt hanging over their heads, and at the moment United's cash flow looks after that. But what if one of the other businesses is maybe not pulling its horns in, or pulling the money in it did, and they have to pull the horns in, and perhaps something's got to give. Now, is it a deeper problem than what we know about? Have you heard anything there?
Look at that, well, that was a question and a half, wasn't it?
It's about 9 questions, I'd say, really.
Yeah, sensational.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
By the way.
Time now for some business news.
Tell you what I noticed last night, just flicking through the channels, Flour in the past few months has tripled. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I don't know if you shop at a baker's, Hank, but
what's that got to do with the price of flour?
Very good. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, haven't heard that for years.
Alan was so
Maybe he's mates with a home pride man, Alan.
No, it's incredible.
He does often come to work with a bowler hat and a black suit on. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So here's Alan sharing a rather unsurprising insight into his personal life.
I'm very lucky. Nigel invites me to some great do's.
Yeah, he can't remember any of them. By the sound of his voice, he was at one the night before.
I'd say so.
Some great news.
That must be mid-Cheltenham, surely.
My memory's not what it was.
An all-time classic now, as Alan introduces one of his foreign correspondents.
Portugal take on Greece in the big opener. Now let's get a Greek point of view from the Greek daily newspaper. Eleftheris Typos. Goodness me.
what?
I hope I pronounced that right. And let's say very good morning to the next guest, Georgia Kapopoulos. George Kapopoulos. George, I'm sorry. I'm struggling with. I always have struggled with Greek names, George. Good morning.
Good morning. You didn't do too badly, actually.
He's such a nice bloke, George, isn't he?
Too badly.
He did terribly, George. It'd be ridiculous.
Well, this is Big Alan reading a listener's email.
Once met Gloria Hungerford, got a kiss. Bit too much makeup, though, for me. Up the arse, says Donut Dave. Oh, come on, Dave. Whoa. Lovely Gloria.
Do not even know where to start with that.
Gloria Hungerford.
Gloria Hungerford. And
I've heard that for years.
In case you were wondering on Medium Wave, he was a Queen's Park Rangers fan. Which is why
that's so funny, isn't it?
He said that.
Time now for a moment of quiet self-reflection.
Look, we are a nation that drinks too much.
You are. Alan, saving time now by combining a cricket update with a time check.
Okay, Australia, 201 for 8 o'clock. How does that affect the sporting odds?
That's fantastic, isn't it? England are 201 for 8 o'clock, 2 for the price of 1.
Brilliant. Here's our trading ahead to Monday's show.
Join me, Alan Brazil, and of course Ronnie Irani on the Sports Breakfast on Monday. Looking forward to looking back to the Masters.
How can you look forward to looking back?
No idea.
It's amazing, isn't it? It takes some doing.
This one we're blaming on DJ Ed.
Alvin here with us, with Ronnie and I, right through to 10 o'clock, taking your calls, 08717 223344, your texts and emails. Travel next. Jaffa Cake getting on?
No, thanks, mate.
Yeah, just turn those mics off, DJ Ed, for goodness sake. Jaffa Cake, anyone? Because often Alan has to eat his breakfast on the go, Andy, doesn't he? He has no choice. But that does bring its own problems when you've got a bit of croissant stuck there.
Excuse me, 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Good morning. A huge weekend of live Premiership action coming up on TalkSport. God, that toast has gone down the wrong way, Robbie. They don't come much bigger. Liverpool against Chelsea.
Shocking.
It was toast, apparently, not
was
croissant.
toast, not croissant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, what have we got now?
Well, it's something that's been a bit of a theme over the years for Alan. It's happened a few times in the past. I think you'll get the idea.
Elsewhere wins for Accrington, Darlington and Aldershot.
Next one, Muth. We're building up to the start of the Ashes with former England batsman, a big gunner, Matt Ramprakash. And top band, the Duckworth-Lewis Method. They're coming up too.
Quite a looker as well, wasn't she?
Oh, hello.
Was she not?
For you
Small,
guys
bit
only.
small.
What was the best one? You Only Live Twice?
You only live twice.
Twice.
It's tribute to Freddie Parrotface Davis there.
That's right, but this, of course, is the classic of the genre.
Russell, question 2. Which ocean goes to the deepest depth?
You're never going to beat that one.
You're never
are you?
going to beat that one, no.
And finally, look, we always get asked to play
yes.
this one. It gets trolled out every Christmas. And we'd like to think even the great man himself, with a great sense of humour, would see the funny side of this.
I feel a bit of a fraud today.
Why?
Because I wasn't watching any TV last night. I was at the filming of the BAFTA tribute for Bob Monkhouse over at the BBC.
Is that right? But that was a bit of fun.
Oh, there were some really nice contributions from a lot of good people, including some of the best of the younger comics around now. You like Jack Dee, Jimmy Carr, Steve Coogan.
Yeah.
And the clips were absolutely sensational. They got all his greatest one-liners, his acting roles, nostalgia by the bucket. I mean, you forget he was in things like Carry On Sergeant, and as well as...
Well, many people, Gary, forget that he's one of the greatest stand-up comics you've ever seen. I saw him years ago when I was still a reporter in Chester, and at the time we only knew him as the host of the Golden Shot or whatever, you know?
I tell you what, he's got a great, if he has to, he can do a blue version as well, which is meant to be fantastic.
Oh, yes, exactly. You can get those on video still, on DVD probably now. This show goes out the weekend after next on BBC One. You're absolutely right. You're left with no doubt that Monkhouse was a giant.
Yeah, sure. Oh, no, absolutely.
Gary, what about Bob's health now?
He died at Christmas.
I think Mr. Brazil was just looking a little bit back there rather than forward. You're absolutely right. That's
I heard two different versions of it, to be honest.
The terrible thing
Two
was
different versions I was told.
Two different versions, yeah.
Looking back and looking forward at the same time.
Yeah, well, look, it happens.
Yeah.
So there we are. We always get asked for that one. I know it's Jamie Carragher enjoys that one.
It's terrible.
Amongst others. So anyway, yeah, there we are. A little tribute to Alan, a little special. And I'll be back on Monday, Bank Holiday Monday.
Yeah, well, welcome back.
Well, I'm not back yet. I'm still away.
Well,
But thank you for welcoming me back when I'm not here.
Okay.
So Andy, you take it away. I'll see you on Monday.